no one likes you. They look like this. I want to strangle him. You want to strangle him?
But I feel as though no one should shy away from the word corniness or sentimentality.
Hollywood hardman Sylvester Stallone, famed for his legendary Rocky Balboa and John Rambo roles, might be known for knocking out opponents on screen, but off-camera, he's thrown more than his fair share of punches, and they're usually verbal.
I'm usually here all the time, so if you're ever in the neighborhood, come by.
Behind the bulging biceps and action-packed blockbusters, Stallone's storied career is littered with headline-grabbing feuds with some of Tinseltown's biggest names.
Did you ever hate somebody so much you go, I gotta get to the gym, I got to, and, you know, a musician go, oh, I hate this guy, I'm gonna blow him away next audition.
Back in the golden age of 80s action flicks, Stallone squared off against none other than Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It was all about who is making bigger movies.
The two muscular titans clashed fiercely, vying for supremacy at the box office. Insiders say their intense rivalry sparked numerous pranks and nasty rumors.
Schwarzenegger, I've read that you guys actually hated each other for a while.
Well, we were very competitive. Yeah, I think hate's a good word. It is. Come on.
Sly allegedly spread gossip questioning Schwarzenegger's credentials, while Arnie craftily tricked Stallone into starring in the box office bomb Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
Go ahead. Make your bed.
You gotta do this movie, you gotta do this movie because Arnold's gonna do it. I go, really? He goes, Arnold's gonna... I said, I don't think Arnold can do this one because he's playing like an American cop and they don't have German accents. They're just not gonna... Because I'm telling you, if you don't do this thing, Stop or My Mom Will Shoot, he's in. He's in.
You would do Rambo and then he would do...
Commando.
Commando, yeah. I just love it.
Yeah, it was like bingo and dingo and go-go and bobo. It just kept going.
Eventually, the two titans buried the hatchet, teaming up in films like The Expendables and Escape Plan. Swapping punches for punchlines. But Arnold wasn't the only Hollywood A-lister who got under Stallone's skin.
I kept saying to Al Pacino, say, come on, spread the wealth. De Niro, spread the wealth. And they kept getting, I know, I said, how much more do I have to do? And then I even said it to Scorsese.
Flashback to the 70s, and Stallone was reportedly at loggerheads with the suave Richard Gere on the set of The Lords of Flatbush.
Gotta do it today?
Yeah, man, I need it right now, man. I need you. Throw it down.
We have to do it now.
The clash was so explosive, Gere was unceremoniously booted off the film. Rumor mills churned out tales of inflated egos and behind-the-scenes bust-ups, leaving their relationship frosty for decades.
You can't make peace when someone has been so nefarious, in my opinion, so, like, horrible.
Industry whispers suggested Stallone couldn't tolerate Gere's superior attitude, and Gere was said to find Stallone's blunt style utterly grating. Even the seemingly unflappable Bruce Willis didn't escape Sly's wrath. Willis demanded an astronomical paycheck for a cameo in The Expendables 3. Prompting an irate Stallone to swiftly drop him and replace the Die Hard star with Harrison Ford. Stallone didn't hold back publicly either, firing off thinly veiled barbs that made his displeasure crystal clear.
Willis out, Harrison Ford in. Great news. Been waiting years for this. He followed up with a second tweet, greedy and lazy, a sure formula for career failure. Sylvester's reps confirmed to Huffington Post that his tweets were indeed about Bruce Willis.
Industry insiders claim Stallone branded Willis greedy and lazy, comments that spread like wildfire across gossip columns and Hollywood studios alike. Meanwhile, on the set of Rocky IV, things took a dangerously physical turn. Stallone found himself in the firing line of Dolph Lundgren's ferocious punches, landing the star in hospital with injuries so severe they briefly halted filming. Despite nearly getting knocked out cold, Stallone and Lundgren managed to patch things up, appearing together years later with grizzled camaraderie.
Which one of these magnificent fighters will be standing at the end of this round?
Stallone later joked that the punch Lundgren delivered could have killed him, hinting at the intensity of their bout. Fast forward to 2017, and even a glitzy event like the Golden Globes
Sylvester Stallone, Creed.
Couldn't tame Stallone's fiery temperament. When Stallone and his wife arrived at their table only to find a solitary empty seat beside actor Casey Affleck, tempers flared. Rather than squeezing in, Stallone dramatically stormed backstage, leaving celebrity watchers gossiping feverishly about the spat.
How? Oh, it's a pop. So I put a napkin over the face.
Sources speculated that Stallone felt insulted by what he perceived as disrespect from Affleck and the event organizers, although Affleck himself downplayed the incident, claiming ignorance of any conflict. Even recent times haven't mellowed Stallone. During filming for his hit series Tulsa King,
Clean energy, even though I like gas better, but between you and me, it's a good investment.
Stallone allegedly launched a verbal barrage against background actors, calling them out with unflattering remarks about their appearances. The controversy got so heated, a casting agency abruptly severed ties, leaving Stallone embroiled in yet another scandal. Critics accused Stallone of arrogance and disrespect, forcing publicists into damage control mode. Adding further fuel to Stallone's controversial reputation were rumors of disputes with directors and screenwriters over creative control. Stallone has been notoriously protective over his iconic characters like Rocky and Rambo. Occasionally clashing fiercely with studio executives and filmmakers who dared challenge his vision. These confrontations, while sometimes amicably resolved,
I would say yes, but I don't know if anyone would say, hey, he's too good looking to be Rambo.
No.
often fed tabloids with lurid tales of behind-the-scenes drama and acrimonious negotiations. Even his Rocky co-star, Carl Weathers, faced Stallone's fury on set.
Usually by a man infinitely stronger and larger, such as Carl Weathers, who was brilliant.
Weathers and Stallone had reportedly clashed during filming, with heated exchanges about the direction of their characters. Although tensions flared, both actors eventually resolved their differences, ultimately forging a strong working relationship that carried the iconic franchise. Another infamous moment involved Jean-Claude Van Damme during the casting of The Expendables 2.
My money's worth. Come on, get up! Coming right up.
Stallone publicly criticized Van Damme for initially turning down a role in the first film, dismissing him as difficult and accusing him of arrogance. Van Damme responded with equal bitterness, leading to a public feud that only subsided once Van Damme joined the sequel.
Ironic. Here we are.
Clearly, Stallone's larger-than-life screen persona extends into his real-life interactions, proving Hollywood's tough guy isn't afraid to ruffle feathers, no matter whose they are.
So that's what a good father does. Protects the ones they're responsible for.
With a career spanning decades, Stallone has cemented his legacy as both a silver screen icon
Because I am the sum total of everyone I've ever met, and so lucky I absorbed some of it. I just want
and a famously volatile figure whose colorful clashes have become almost as legendary as his films themselves.